What up, yo? About to do another weekly forecast. So basically, we're just starting off with all the ones with the weekly. So NZD CAD not going to do because we're in this giant range. AUD, NZD, same thing. NZD, USD, we have now broken out of this range on here. And we have a pretty strong weekly candle with the weekly bias on here. Is the daily saying the same thing? The daily is saying the same thing. So now this can come off of here. For now, let's just move this over to needs the proper daily pullback, and we're going to analyze deeper later on, but let's just speed run through. Already check this. Weekly and weekly, we have broken through. Next point would be here. Is the daily saying the same thing? The daily is saying the same thing. USDJPY can move as well into needs daily proper pullback. Okay, here we have a proper pullback. Did it pull back to an area of interest on the weekly? How far ago is this? This is in 2018. Not interested in that. What about what's going on here? We have one touch, two touch, three touch. Okay, we've rejected that, and the daily needs to shift structure. So I don't see the daily shift in structure and doing what it needs to do in order to go bullish, because it's bearish. It would have to break above and then pull back. So we can just go daily needs SOS, probably not going to happen. GJ, let's just wipe everything off of the charts. GJ this is a lot of sideways movement. So here, we've just broken through and now we've broken back in, and I don't like that candle on there. So we're not interested in this. AUD, USD on the weekly, we have now gone bullish. Is the daily saying the same thing? The daily is saying the same thing. We just need a proper daily pullback on here. Needs proper daily pullback. Okay, AUD CAD, we've had a deep pullback. Have we pulled, what's the daily saying first? Daily's good, daily's pretty good. Okay, so let's see if we pulled back to some sort of area of interest. I already see something right there. All right, so, and it's had a proper pullback. So we basically, let me see what the 4 hour is saying real quick. 4 hour needs to shift, right? 4 hour needs to shift. Okay. Weekly on CADJPY, we are at a lower low. Let's see what this candle. This is an engulfing candle. I really like that actually. What's the daily saying? The daily is okay. Daily lower high, lower low. Daily's had a decent pullback, so it is good. 4 hour is good too. So this one could be the soonest. If we go weekly, looks good. Daily looks good. 4 hour, lower high, lower low. We've had a pullback, looks good. So this would be the soonest. UKOIL on the weekly, erase everything. We are at a lower low. We've had a pullback. What's the daily saying? The daily's good too. Did we pull back to any area of interest? Let's see. We've pulled back. What's going on here? We've not hit that zone. Honestly, how far is this? 2019. This is really pushing it. If we go here, nah. 2019 here. 1, 2, 3. Honestly, this is okay. We get this, we get this, we don't get this, and we don't get this unless we extend it here. Okay, yeah, we'll count it. All right, what's the daily doing? The daily's good. What's the 4 hour doing? 4 hour needs a shift. Your NZD on the weekly, we need to erase everything. We're having pre-dip pullback. Weekly point would be right. Structure point, what's the daily saying? The daily's bullish. So the daily, okay, if we had take profit right here, this would be the closest zone, and the daily had to shift, then the daily would have to, I don't like it. I don't like it because the daily would have to shift and then pull all the way back to then have the move. Then we'd already hit into TP. Not interested. US oil. We're at a lower low. This is probably like the same thing, right? Did we pull? Yeah, we could basically say we're at the area of interest. Yeah, okay, it's pulled back to it. The daily is good. The 4 hour needs a shift of structure. 4 hour needs a shift of structure. And the only reason why I'm saying this is good is because like it is an engulfing candle against us, but it did come back right to here and the daily is looking good. So if you look at an example like this is an engulfing into the area, but to see the way the engulfing formed, that low there is actually the daily low. So price would need to shift in order to break that, unlike the current one where price is already bearish, the daily's already bearish. So that's the only reason why. Euros are on the weekly. We are having a pullback. This could be, what's the daily saying? The daily is still bullish. Did we pull back to an area of interest? The 4 hour higher lows right here. So the 4 hour is actually bullish. So USDZAR looks good. AJ reset. Weekly pullback. I don't like trading against that. Let me see if it pulled back to an area of interest. Pull back right here. Did it line up with any area of interest? 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, we can. Wait, 1, 2, 3 right there. Nah, I didn't pull back. I don't like it. Okay, so use the CZK, erase everything. Lower low, indecision. Don't like it. Just because, yeah, when you get these lower lows and it's an indecision, but it's not like a strong candle. Like you don't like. There's no point in being interested in these to try to take it down any lower because there's really no volume in it, so we're not interested in it. USD PLN, Euro PLN. All right, let's erase everything off. Indecision at the higher high, counter trends here, not interested. USD CAD, indecision here, not interested as well because the daily is not going to be shifting like that when it's like this, unless like the daily goes this way. Daily could shift. And then, but our TP would be right here. So is it, see, it's not worth it. That's why we don't like trade in those indecision candles at the lower low like that, especially when it's a candle that's not showing like bearish rejection. Like if this was flipped upside down and it was bullish and this was a little higher, then yeah, but all of this is saying sell, but this is a sell candle, is also saying weak, and you don't want to sell with this. Like if it was this candle after, then I would have sold at that. But yeah, and it can't be a counter trend. I just don't like it. Use the HKD, remove everything. Did it pull back to anything? See here. Boom. Nope. GBP NZD pull back. Didn't really pull back to an area of interest. This is 2015. Can't really do counter trends because we're already here. USD MXN at a lower low. What's the daily saying? The daily is also saying the same thing. Weekly TP would be here. And what's the 4 hour saying? The 4 hour needs a proper 4 hour pullback. And USD NOK on the weekly, we're basically at the lower low. Where is the next point? Because we didn't even break that. Not interested because we're already right there and it's not doing anything. Euro AUD at a higher high. Rejection to the downside. What's the daily saying? The daily is not going to shift and do anything. And it didn't pull back to an area of interest, so we're not interested in this. GA weekly is at a higher high. Didn't pull back to anything. Oh, yeah, didn't pull back to anything. And what's the daily saying? The daily would need to shift. Where would it be? And then first, let me go first. Weekly point would be right here first or there. That's what I would do. Okay, and then the daily would already be right there, not interested. Silver, weekly needs to be, okay, weekly is bearish, had a pullback. We're not really reacting off a weekly area of interest. Like this is, yeah, not interested. GA, yeah, if we're trying to go bullish, the daily is not doing that. The daily would have to shift and then do that. So shift and then pull back and then go. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday. It's probably not going to happen, but we can just put this needs a daily shift. Okay. GU weekly at a higher high. What's the daily saying? Everything is saying 4 hours going to need a proper pullback. Weekly TP. GU 4 hour needs a proper pullback because the daily, well, the daily is going to need a proper pullback actually. Daily needs a proper pullback. Weekly at, this has to be gold. Yeah. Good old gold. One day. Okay. Weekly pullback. What's the daily saying? The daily is good. Daily needs a proper pullback. Yeah, because it's just the way it's set up. Like the weekly is good for a weekly wick pullback. So you could do it on the 4 hour. This is the 4 hour range, but the 4 hour is gonna have to pull back, so the daily is gonna need a proper pullback. So that's why I'm saying the daily needs a proper pullback before it can do anything. Um, Use the NZD, reset everything. Weekly's at a higher high. If it's a weekly wick pullback, the take profit would already been right here. So for that reason, we're not interested in it. Use the JPY. Take profit for a weekly wick pullback would be right here. And we have broken through. We have a nice candle. What's the daily saying? Daily's good. Daily and the 4 hour is gonna need a deeper pullback. Well, the 4 hour is currently bullish, so the 4 hour would need to shift. So a 4 hour needs to shift structure for sure. Simple like that, and then go. Okay, Weekly's at a higher high. Daily saying the same thing. Daily, I would honestly just wait for the daily to, yeah, wait for the daily to break out of all of this accumulation, have a 4 hour pullback, and then go. So the daily, yeah, we're gonna need, I don't even know how to categorize this. Needs to, yeah, because the daily broke out, but I just don't want to trade into all this. I'd rather it break out first. So we're gonna say the daily needs a shift of structure first. And we already did this. Euro HUF weekly, remove everything first. Weekly, daily looks good with a proper pullback as well too. 4 hour definitely needs to shift. Okay. Mm, Daily would need to shift. Let me see, let me double check. Because we can't do counter trend trades. So we need to do pro trend trades and it pull back to an area of interest. So yeah, daily needs to shift. Okay. All right, so we've pulled back to an area of interest with a rejection candle. What's the daily saying? The daily is bearish as well too. What's the 4 hour saying? The 4 hour is bullish. Yeah. Yeah, 4 hours bullish, so the 4 hour needs to shift the structure. Needs 4 hour SOS. Oh, I feel like we did this. Oh, okay, never mind. CHF Um, yeah, daily had and 4 hour needs SOS. AD CAD, proper pullback, daily looks good. 4 hour needs SOS. And then we're just gonna double check, make sure these ones that we did analyze them properly. Proper pullback, daily's good. 4 hour needs SOS. Same thing. And yep, okay, perfect. Yes, okay. And what's going on here? This is pro trend. So daily definitely needs a proper pullback first before we do anything. Pro trend, same thing. Although we did get this daily breakout on here. So what I would say then just needs a proper, so because it's a daily accumulation breakout with a weekly trend, so we're pro trend, we just need the 4 hour to have a proper pullback. So first point will be to here, which will be the daily area of interest anyway. So once it pulls back to here, then we can look for that. So this one needs a proper 4 hour pullback and it's pro trend. And these should be an active trade. Oh, okay, never mind. Let me see what's going on here. These already wicked in to take profit. So yeah, this was an active trade. I'm just gonna leave this there. Weekly, we are at a lower low. What's the daily saying? The daily saying the same thing. And what's the 4 hour saying? The 4 hour saying the same thing, right? This needed the accumulation break retest, right? So, we've already went, yeah, we're good. So basically, we're not gonna take one here because we already got a rejection here. We're just gonna wait for this to pull up a little deeper, and then we can look to take it down because it's already in trend. So basically, like, it doesn't even have to come. So yeah. Let's see what's going on here. Weekly, we had a pullback. Daily's cool. 4 hour is cool. So after, let's see, it's Sunday, 11 p.m. That's when we're good. 11 p.m. That's when we're good. We can take trades after that. And yeah, these ones, I'm just waiting for them to play out. So yeah, that's my breakdown. Hope everything makes sense.